And welcome back to Sweet and Sour Soccer, and more importantly, welcome back the Premier League. I'm sure just like me, you guys have been waiting for this one, and it does mean that our Premier League predictions does return, our weekly Premier League predictions. Week 1, we're going to kick off in a moment, but guys, for the ones that are regulars, you'll be thinking, why isn't James doing this? He will be back next week, don't worry. And guys, if you are new to the channel, do me a massive favour, hit that like button and please do subscribe to the channel. We will be bringing you weekly Premier League predictions on this channel. Now, let's waste no more time. Let's get into this. And let's start off by talking about Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. I think this will be a really well-contested game, and honestly, it could go either way. Arsenal don't typically start this opening game of the season well from recent memory. Thinking, obviously, back to last season, it was Brentford, wasn't it, that got that win against Arsenal on the opening day. Crystal Palace, they'll be hoping for similar fortunes. And of course, former Arsenal player Patrick Vieira had a really good first season with Crystal Palace in the Premier League. And again, they're adding some additions. I think Crystal Palace are going to have a really good season, but I am going to back the away team. I think it'll be a narrow victory. I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory. I think Arsenal will just get over the line. They've had another great transfer window themselves, and Gabriel Jesus I think he's really going to do something with Arsenal this season. Let's talk about the next fixture then. We look at Fulham taking on Liverpool. Not an easy start for Fulham. And Liverpool, they always seem, well, thinking of recent memory, they always seem to have a nice start to the season, Liverpool. They're taking on Fulham. And interestingly, it's going to be a hard task, isn't it, for Fulham? Just the Premier League in general. But this fixture, I can only see this going one way, to be honest. I think, Liverpool did look convincing in the Community Shield. They won that one 3-1. I'm going to go 3-0 in this fixture. I don't think Liverpool will concede, and I think they will get off to the Premier League in some positive fashion. Let's talk about Bournemouth taking on Aston Villa now. And Bournemouth, another team that have probably got a hard season ahead of them unless they get signings through the door. Scott Parker's really got a bit of a challenge on his hands. That squad is looking quite bare. They've barely invested in the squad. Same can't be said for Aston Villa. Steven Gerrard, it looks like they're building a very good team. Obviously, Kamara coming on, Diego Carlos. They've added some strength to both the centre-back area and the centre-mid area. They probably need a striker, but I don't think that'll matter in this fixture. I think I'm going to back the away team for the third time in a row, actually. I am going to back Villa to get the win, and I'm going to go 3-1. That is my prediction for this one. This is going to be a juicy one. Newcastle United taking on Nottingham Forest. Atmosphere-wise, this is going to be fantastic, isn't it? Two teams that are going to be on such a high. Forest back, the first game, Premier League game in 23 years. Newcastle United, their fans are going to be just buzzing, absolutely buzzing. A massive wait for season tickets now, and just they'll be glad to have their Newcastle United back, of course. This is going to be another game, I think, that will be really well contested. Forest have got a lot of new players coming in, 13 new signings. I think they might start the season quite slow while they figure out what is their best team. Steve Cooper's got to take time to, figure that one out. And I think Newcastle are just going to come into the start of the season absolutely flying. For that reason, I'm going to say a narrow victory for Newcastle. I'm going to go for 2-1 in this fixture. I think Newcastle will get over the line. Now we move on to Spurs taking on Southampton. And Spurs will be looking to start the season well. Of course, some signings being made from both teams, really. Spurs investing in the team. Conte will be happy about that. Southampton, they've gone on a new direction with the new owners themselves, bringing in a host of young talent, as well as a couple of seasoned stars. Joe Aribo looking very good in pre-season, and hopefully he'll continue that into the actual Premier League. In this one, do you know what? I'm going to go for a shock. And I'm going to go 1-1 in this fixture. I just feel Southampton will get something from this. So I'm going to go 1-1 in this fixture. Coming on to Leeds, taking on my club now, Wolverhampton Wanderers. From a Wolves point of view, it's been quite depressing. We've made one signing, got no fit striker. Leeds, Leeds have lost Rafinha. They've lost Calvin Phillips. So, you think things should be quite down if you're a Leeds fan, but I feel some optimism around the club. They're bringing in some good signings. I like Jesse Marsch. I really do. I like him as a manager. I think he's a manager that you can easily warm to. And of course, he's bringing in some signings, which are signings that he's previously played with. They'll know about the manager, and I don't think it'll take them too long to integrate into the team. I don't want to say that Wolves start the season with a loss, but in all honesty, I think we will. We need a striker. And for that reason, I'm going to say 1-0 to Leeds United. I think they'll start the season with a win. We come on to Everton taking on Chelsea, and two teams that both need signings and both are looking to make further signings. Of course, I don't expect any of those signings to feature, or if they do, they'll probably just feature in a substitute form coming into this game at the weekend. Everton, they need some creativity. They need to get some creativity. They need to get some goals. And yeah, that's my thoughts on Everton for this season. But this particular fixture, I do think it's going to go the away team, to be honest. I think Chelsea will get the business done. And I'm going to go for a 3-1 scoreline there. But both teams probably needing some creativity this season. Leicester taking on Brentford next. And Leicester, things aren't looking great for Leicester, are they? The whole Fofana issue going on. Tillemans might still move. And still no additions to whilst I record this. Brentford, on the other hand, they've made some signings, but could second season syndrome hit them? I think this is going to be an interesting game to predict. I think we're going to see a wide variety of predictions. I'm going to go a very boring 0-0 in this one, to be honest. I think it will be a 0-0 scoreline in this fixture. Let's move on to Manchester United taking on Brighton next. And of course, the last time that Brighton played Manchester United, Brighton will have good memories of that fixture. Of course, they got the win against Manchester United. Ten Hag will be looking to get Manchester United off to a good start to the season. He'll be looking for them to build some momentum early on. Coming against the Brighton team, which, they've made some additions. The whole Cucurella situation, is that going to hang over? Will he start? Will he play? Of course, he's handed in a transfer request. Will he be respectable? Will he continue to play for Brighton? Will he start? That's a big question. You hope he does. I've got to give it the home team, though. I'm going to go 2-0 in this fixture, and I think it will be Manchester United that get the win. Coming on to West Ham now, taking on Manchester City. And I think this is our final fixture. I think it is anyway. And then West Ham coming up against the Manchester City team that lost the Community Shield. They'll be wanting to rectify that. They'll be wanting to set out the fact that they're going to have a good season. But so will West Ham. And it's not an easy fixture for Manchester City. I think there'll be goals in this one. I do. And you know what? I don't think Manchester City will drop many points this season, but I'm going to make a big call. I think they drop points on the opening day. I think West Ham will get a result at this, and I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Guys, those are my predictions. I'm sure some of them will cause controversy, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know your predictions as well. And if you have enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that like button, and please do subscribe to the channel as well. James will be returning to Premier League predictions next week. So if you didn't like my predictions, don't worry. James will be back next week, the king of Premier League predictions. And hopefully we'll catch you back next week. Take care and goodbye.